My scholar project involves my work with the Tufts Education Society. When I first came to Tufts in 2008, I couldn't believe how many student organizations there were. There were over 180 registered groups, from the Culinary Society to the Boxing Club. Public education was the area I was most passionate about, and I was sure I'd be able to find a group of students to share my interest. After a year went by, and I still hadn't found a group, I started to worry. There were a few fantastic courses from the Department of Education, but there were no major or minor. There were groups targeted at specific areas within the educational sphere, groups like Jumpstart and Peer Health Exchange, but no broader organizations. Where were the discussions over standardized testing, education access? Where were the networking events for future teachers and policymakers to cross paths? Where were the outlets for education advocacy? I started imagining a new organization that would fill these three roles, but I wasn't sure there would be enough interest for even a few members. To gauge student interest, I made announcements online and in my classes, convening a few informal lunches. I was blown away. Over 20 students showed up to the quickly planned lunch sessions. The professors I spoke to expressed similar enthusiasm, although they were more careful. Students come up with ideas like this all the time, they told me. But when the first cohort graduates in 3 or 4 years, that's the real test.
Ed Society, it seems to me, has done is to really attract kids from all around the campus who are doing things and find one place where they can sit down and talk about the issues that they see in the different schools and organizations they're working in.
From this initial group came a fantastic board of 7 passionate students. We received temporary recognition in the spring of 2010, and they became the first members of the Tufts Education Society. We created positions, drafted a constitution, and applied for official recognition from the Tufts Community Union. That was all well and good, but no one knew who we were. For the rest of that spring, we met with as many student groups, professors, and community partners as possible. There was a niche to fill, and it seemed like we were easing our way in. We hosted a movie screening of Waiting for Superman and started coordinating with the Tufts Department of Education and Tisch College to advertise educational opportunities to our newly created e-list. The following spring, we were ready to increase our presence around campus. We chose a semesterly theme, Follow the Money. We convened a panel of teachers, administrators, and policymakers for a dialogue on how funding and its derivatives affect their work. We co-hosted a screening of the documentary The Lottery, exploring the merits of the voucher system. We even received funding to host a Washington, D.C.-based playwright who shared her provocative work around positive learning environments. Our work has continued this semester, and our membership has grown. We've been able to send members to networking events and conferences in other cities and even states. Some original members of the board are now studying education systems in other countries, and new ones have come in. We are an officially recognized student group. We've just started hosting smoothie talks around recent articles and publications. I'll be graduating this spring, but I see the Tufts Education Society as sticking around for a long time. It's a community that was always here, without a title. I'm grateful to the Tisch College for supporting our work, and I'm excited for the next generation to carry the torch.
The goal certainly is to get more people from more walks of Tufts involved.